I think that is the wire. It seems focused to me. Oh, well, I'll do that on camera one so we can't. That's better. That's better. That's better. Yeah. Just Look at that. Good
Probably get it. I'll get the logo.
Good view of here, isn't it?
It is. They're not.
That'll come later. This one. It's too bright. Yeah. Yeah. What's it want now? No, it's fine with 3. Didn't see that.
Hey, Gail! Gail!
Hey, Cookie! Cookie! What's Barty's last name? What's his first name? Barty.
It's a pity that one, isn't it? I know which one I want. Next time.
Yeah.
I can see it, yeah. See it. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I was killing him when I used to watch the read. I used to turn down everything about Roar and put Roar in that sting on the radio.
Oh, there's ninja there, isn't there?
So,
I'll let you go.
sanitizer up here.
Cool.
Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for maintaining safe between the scenes. It is a final of the Canada News, but everyone's season. And also that you maintain 1.5 minutes between daily groups. You have to meet the move around in the hard things and we haven't seen one thing place that if you do not do this, they need to do it. That's why
Fifth stand, I think. They're all over the place. Yeah, I just think we're in the confirmed line. Yeah, it should be. this gets appeared on the screen. I'm not talking to that because otherwise hopefully we'll be able to Still working. So, when they do the conference?
Not to the end of the women's. When the women's finish, start commentating. The players come along.
So it's streaming from now on.
We've been streaming all that sort of stuff.
What happens now?
Clock's only 7 minutes. No, he's grabbed it. Yeah. Oh, well. He must have it. Like the clock's only 5 minutes, 7 minutes. I wouldn't worry about the clock. Just the score.
I don't even know what the score is.
It'll be. Well, they got 15. Got the women's down the bottom, 15-5, haven't they? Yeah, 15-5, see? No, they're part 2 from the first game they did. Yeah, that'd be right. I assume. Just keep an eye on that score if it changes the bottom. I assume that's right. But it must be part 2 they played earlier. Just wait if they... Oh. Yeah,
The grandstand Bravo. We wouldn't be able to find good in home, would we? I'll come good now and we went home. Come back in, embarrassing. It's not easy. It's very expensive.
Yeah?
I've got a slot.
Right at the moment.
Can't do anything anyway. You know the set sporting,
That's right at the moment.
Close. Yeah.
Chasing them all.
Only got one.
Nothing come over.
1, 2. You tell me that.
Folmac.
Test. Test 1, 2. All good.
Hey, baby.
Okay, good afternoon and welcome to Magpie Park. We're calling it the Nest. We're not too sure, but we'll give it a name between now and the end of the day. My name is Ray McCoy, and with me we have
Nick Smeedle.
Michael Smeedle, and a very special guest today. He is the rugby expert for us. It is Glenn A. Rose. G'day, Glenn.
Thank you, Ray. Yes, we're looking forward to this first game of the season, and we'll be expecting big things from both teams.
Well, the point is, it's great to be here. We've got the call. This is for Folmac TV. Now, you can actually watch us on the live stream on YouTube channel for Folmac TV, or you can even go to the Tamworth Magpies Facebook page, and you'll see all the live coverage there. Now, we've already had, 4 games. The women's game just finished as well, the thirds and the reserves, first grade coming up, and we've got the Tamworth Magpies to play the St Albies. Now, before we get into that, let's just run through just very quickly for Glenn and for Mick, the fact that we're actually now getting the opportunity to play rugby is a good one.
Yes, it's a welcome relief after months of being in lockdown, or which way you want to put it. So very keen, big crowd here today to see this, although we're all practicing the safe distancing, and the crowd has been limited with special guests, but we're privileged to be here to watch this game of rugby this afternoon.
I'm expecting, Ray, that the first probably 10-15 minutes of the game will be very excitable, high energy from both sides as the teams come out onto the paddock, just because it's been such a long off-season.
Yeah, I think the fact is that it's the unknown, Glenn. We don't know what's ahead of us, but let's get into this, Mick. You've got the team for Tamworth Magpies
for the
today.
Tamworth Magpies, and I'll apologise if I pronounce anybody's name wrong before we get started. Number 1 is Lockie Ennis. Number 2 is Tim Vivat. 3 is Tom Lee. 4 is Mitch Watts. 5 is Jalomi Domain. 6 is Jimmy Bracken, and that is a cool name. Number 7 is Tom Capel. 8 is Tex Lagamiri. 9 is Lavini Tikiaku. 10 is Malachi Bitu. 11 is Richard Clegg. 12, and we've just got it down as Barty. Number 13 is Jeremy York, and number 15 is Vanisi Tiku. And some of those names will most certainly change before the broadcast
They will have
finished.
nicknames before the end of the game. And to run through the St Albies team, Glenn?
Yes, for the front row, number 1 is Sam Spanton, the hooker Seb Martin. Number 3, the other prop, is Blair Patterson. In the second row, 4 is Henry Coldham, and number 5, Bill Perigon. The flankers are Lachlan Battenshaw as number 6, and Angus Roberts is number 7. Locking the scrum is Lockie, appropriately. Holtz, he's the vice captain. In the half position at number 9 is Nick Whip, and the fly half is Jock Patterson at number 10. In the centres we've got John Menzies and Hagan Size, that's 11 and 12 respectively. And on the wing was Jack Todd Hunter and Sam Brandon, and in the fullback position, number 15, Ben Grant.
All right, the other one is the coach, of course, for the Tamworth Magpies is Peter Burke. Mick, a couple of changes there?
There's quite a few changes in the numbers, but we'll go through them because we've just had kick-off. So we'll go through the changes for the Tamworth side on their numbers as the game flows through, because a lot of the guys have got different numbers to what's actually on the program.
Well done, guys. Okay, we've had kick-off now, Glenn, and we're off to a good start now. It's very hard at this stage to predict what sort of game we're in for, again, being the first round. Now, we'll run through, there are 7 rounds, and we'll get to the finals September 26th. So we've got a lot of rugby ahead of us to go from here. Mick, what are you seeing now?
Well, at the moment they're out of a ruck there, and we've got a penalty to the Albies. Look like not coming.
Raking back in the ruck there from the Magpie team, so a penalty, and he's coming up to go for goal. We might mention the conditions. It's stopped raining. It was earlier on showery, but sun is almost out, and the field is in good nick, having not many games played on it, only the ones today, and no wind to speak of. So this will be a testing kick actually from about midway between the 22 and the halfway.
Yeah, just with the crowd again, they're only allowed, I think, a capacity crowd of 500.
500, yeah.
500, and I do believe they've probably reached that. we sort of just got the nod that the crowd's at capacity. So good turnout.
It is, mate, and everyone's actually behaving themselves, doing the COVID-19 restrictions. For the other games too in this round, we've got the Barbarians to play Walker. That'll be a cracker of a game. Rob College taking on Armidale Blues, and Glen Innes to play Coffs Harbour. So at least rugby is up and running. Righto, Glenn, getting ready for the kick.
Yes, he's lining up. He's done his prayer, and he's
it to the right.
put it wide. Out.
Wrong prayer. It's gone off to the left, so we go back for a 25 start.
We've got more updates coming on our board. We'll be all up to date with our names and numbers here shortly. So Tamworth now get to do a drop out through Leviti Tiku. Hasn't gone too deep on that kick. Nearly dropped ball. We've gone wide to the 12. Jeremy York comes in. Good pressure. We've got a knock on. The Jeremy York, Barraba Blues, played rugby with Barraba, played league with Barraba, played league with North.
You know what? Defence is
Played
defence.
league
In
with
any
Forest.
sport, defence is defence. They just pulled him up short there.
Yeah, they're about to pack down their first scrum of the afternoon with the Magpies having the feed, and we're just into the Albies half, about 5 metres on their side of halfway.
Now, Glenn, the fact that the rugby's now up and running is probably one of the most dominant sports. Now, there's a lack of sport up in this area at the moment, but there's a special art to rugby, and also a special art to scrummaging, isn't there?
Certainly is. That's why they take so long to get it right. So many things that they can penalise for, and everyone's got their own little intricacies of how to bend the rules and pull the opposition down, collapse the scrum, and get the advantage.
Also mention our referee today is Ian Goulet, getting things going.
Oh, collapsed.
Down she goes.
Might find that a little bit happened today with the ground being a little bit wet underfoot, not being able to push off the ruck.
Yeah, they probably haven't got their long sprigs in. They've probably got their standards sprigs on today.
Mick, from a playing point of view, first round in, a lot of these players probably haven't seen each other for, well, probably ever, because we had a couple of ring-ins as well. But going into that first encounter of the year, how did you always see that?
It was always exciting to just get on the paddock. There was a lot of preparation went through through the off-season, and for these guys, like I was saying earlier.
Yeah, collapsing the scrum there, and the penalty has gone to Albies.
Looks like Nemo's had a good off-season.
Well, the thing is, the training lead-up time has been very short with the lockdown on, so they haven't had a lot of time to get their combinations going. So today will be a trial for them.
We saw in the earlier games, in the game we've had the other games we've had reserve grade. The Tamworth Magpies won 22-14. Third grade, they won 45-19. And in the women's game earlier, it was 15-5.
Sorry to butt in there for you, Ray, the young referee here. Mr. Goulet just had a bit of a shot at the Albies player because he threw the ball in while he was still in the line out, and he said, "Have you ever seen a referee in a line out before?" So it was a bit of a funny moment.
It wasn't in straight. A knock on in the line out. So it's a Magpies feed.
Now, Glenn, we've actually got to congratulate you. You're telling us earlier, this is actually your first game that you've been to see here at in Tamworth?
That is correct, yes. I'm a Sydney boy and did all my rugby in Sydney, so I haven't been to a game up here as yet.
Well, mate, I think you're going to like what you see, and you're going to see quite a bit.
That's good. I can see a lot of that bloke's rump.
We got Tex is going to feed the ball here for Tamworth. They got a nice deep back line set.
Oh.
Halfback comes around, rakes back. Tex has to clean up his error. And have a good hit through the middle there.
Good run there.
We got it's turned very ugly there. It's a bit like Stacks on at school at the moment. We need to get that cleaned up there. Nice solid straight run through. Good legs tackle there. We've got a penalty.
Oh, offside. Offside at the ruck. Coming in from the side. So a penalty to the Magpies.
It hasn't been real free-flowing rugby at the moment. A little bit of a breakdown. That could be just a little bit of nerves and excitement from not playing for so long and keen to get on the paddock.
Again, Glenn, from your history with rugby, do you see from even the Sydney days that, like bush footy, you're actually coming in and using that first 10, 15 minutes to actually work out the other team, wear them down, and then move from there?
That's correct. You want to hit them hard and get on top from the get-go. So we've got this line out again about 5 metres into the Albies half. Wasn't a great gain from the penalty kick. And the hooker is about to throw in. Oh, that was fortuitous.
Yeah, a lot of up and downs, but the right result in the end with Tamworth winning the line out.
Their call's right there. Called every number in the book.
Yeah, they tried to be a little bit tricky, but now Tamworth have got themselves penalised.
Holding on, yes, the scrummager there from the Albies held the ball. He was on his feet, so that was fair game to win that ruck and got the penalty.
It's going to be very interesting to see how condition holds out as well, Mick. Again, first game, have the guys been doing the hard yards training wise, but again, as they work into the competition proper, it'll certainly improve. But for round number one, this may actually open up, Glenn.
Good by the end of the, yes, when their legs get tired.
We've gone into the crowd here. Tamworth actually won that ball there, but I'm not sure who's going to get it. It looks like Albies will get the line out because Tamworth stole the ball in a one-on-one rake. Well, it's not really a one-on-one rake, is it? It's
He's thrown to the back of the line out, but Tamworth have won the line out. Moving it out along the back. Oh, he's bad pass. He's still got it though, with backwards. Slipping a bit on this turf.
There'll be a clearing kick come here from Jeremy York, I suspect. I know, from Tex.
The old box kick. Up. Oh, well taken by number 11.
Good tackle there by Nino. He needs to clear out of the ruck there. Out of the.
Oh, well.
That'll be.
Coming through the ruck there from number 23. And the penalty has gone to the Albies.
McCoy at the moment is just your microphone holder.
Well, I'm enjoying this for a number of reasons. One, you've got Jeremy York and Richard Clegg have both come across from league to play union as such, but again with the boys and getting to know each other's games, you've got that settling down period, probably taking a little bit longer than we anticipated, Glenn.
Oh yes, it's fair game at the moment. Throw to the front of the line out.
Albies will be hoping to turn this into points.
A rolling ball going here. Will they be able to progress?
They've been camped in the Tamworth half here for a while now, so the Albies will be hoping to turn this pressure into points. Probably just about ball retention here, Glenn, and just getting through some phases of play.
We've seen some slip through ball in the earlier games that they're picking and running, picking and driving from the ruck. Now they're spreading it out. Oh, the fullback's come through.
It was a good read by Lockie Ennis then to shut that play down pretty quick. But Albies try to expand the ball to the edges. Mitch Watts makes a good one-on-one tackle there and turns the ball over.
Turnover, but he's going back to a penalty right from the line out, I think it is. Knock on, a knock on. And it's Albies feed, so they're in a strong attacking position right on the 22. They've just got to win the scrum.
Yeah, again, I was just saying, the Albies have been down here for a while now. They'd be hoping to turn this pressure into points. They've probably had they haven't sort of been in their own half. They've been attacking a lot. So
I'm just watching to see who's actually taking the game by the scruff at the moment. The dominant player for the St Albans at the moment is the little 9 in Nick Whipp. He's everywhere at the moment, organising play, but he's trying to organise on the back of some go forward. But at the moment there hasn't been a lot of go forward. Great push from Maggies.
Yeah.
A little bit unlucky there, Magpies. They actually
lost ground in that scrum, but they have the ball.
Another pick and drive phase, number 3.
The half gets it out now to the fly half. He's going cross kick. Where's the winger coming through? Oh yes, he's towed it on, but it's going to go.
Missed by just a fraction, so there was nearly first points to St Albert's. Mick, just if you want to run through those teams, a few changes from our normal.
Yeah, I'll just run through the numbers again. Number 1 is Nemo. 2 is Lockie Ennis. This is the Tamworth side. Number 3 is Tim Vervat. Number 4 is Tom Lee. Number 5 is Mitch Watts. Number 6 is Jerome Domain. Number 7 is Jimmy Bracken. Number 8 is Tom Capel. Number 9 is Tex Lagamiri. Number 10 is Lavini Takiiku. Number 14 is Malachi Butu. 12 is Richard Clegg. 13 is Barty. 25 is Jeremy York. And 15 is Vanessa Tiku. Now, I don't know who the number 23 is on the paddock at the moment, but we'll try and find that out. They're going to take another shot at goal here.
Having a shot at goal, yes. It's right in front and about 25 metres out. He's lining it up. And he's got it. So first points to St Albies. That's 3 points for the penalty. Taking the early lead.
With 27 minutes to remain in the first half on the clock on the scoreboard there. He learned from his error on his first attempt because he pushed the first one to the left. That one was nice and straight down the middle. Some good solid defence there from Nemo. Albies are on the attack again. We're pushing to the edge there. Good solid tackle from Tex. Oh no, sorry, Tikiu.
Oh, the charge down and the... Oh, what's he...
He's got him offside again. I think both coaches at this stage will be a little bit disappointed with the flow of the game. It hasn't been allowed. No, I'm not sure if that's the referee's fault or the players' fault, but at the moment the game's just not flowing, so we're not seeing that.
That's a good touch finder there. Bring the line out down to the 10-metre line in the Maggie's half.
And again, we're back into the Magpie territory. So again, the Albies will be hoping to turn this pressure into points.
Oh.
And didn't throw it in straight, so Tamworth come up with the ball.
No.
Blair Patterson throwing them, but on the throw, they lost all advantage.
Yep.
If I'm Tamworth, I'm quite happy at the moment with the pressure that they've had inside their own half. For Albies to only come up with one penalty goal, I'll be sitting pretty happy. It's a matter of probably just getting outside. Good run there. So probably didn't need to turn that over there with that pass. Probably could have went down into the maul.
Yes, the refs picked up that head-high tackle. A bit of a slap across the cheeks, and it's a penalty to the Magpies. About 3 metres into their half, they'll be finding touch.
I'll have a counter coat with you that Tamworth get down here and score. We see that so many times when they've had so much pressure in their own half. Now that they're into the Albies half, it'll be interesting to see it. And I'll put $1 on Richard Clegg being the first try scorer.
He's a brave man.
Let's do this exercise. Glenn, you can take the St Albies team after what 15 minutes. What do you need to do now as a coach to get this team to actually move forward from where they are?
Just to get their combinations going better and their handling. See that line out, they only tipped it back and have lost the ball. It's coming out the Maggie side, but the refs picked up the knock on.
Mick, vice versa, you're going to look after Magpies. What do they do from here?
Well, I think it's just about getting into the game. As the Magpies, Berkey, Peter Burke, their coach, would understand they haven't had a lot of chance to attack. They've just pretty much been defending in their own half, so it'll be interesting when they actually get in there. They lost that line out and then lost it on a knock on as well. So, if I'm Bergie, I'm just sort of happy that we're outside of our own half.
Tearing his hair out.
What little's left.
Well, if you've just joined us, we're with Tolmac TV, and again, you're either watching us on the Facebook page for Tamworth Magpies or watching us live on YouTube with Folmac TV. And of course, if you'd like your sport covered or anything at all, in fact, give Matt Foley a call from Folmac TV. Matt's number's 0407 456 901. That's 0407 456 901. And again, with sporting memorabilia, mate, you should video some of your games. Or you can get them from Judiciary anyway.
But Tamworth have got a decided, a very strong advantage in the scrums. The 2 or 3 scrums we've seen so far, Tamworth have pushed the Albies off. Just seen a good tackle. Oh, was that a headbutt in there? Was that just trying to... It's a good maul.
The ball's still in motion there, Glenn, was good.
He's talking about his
Yeah,
feet
that's
coming
right.
off the ground then, and I think that breaks down once the feet get lifted.
They held him up, so that gives the feed to the Maggies, I would think. Yes.
Yeah.
Is it there? Because they...
I think once you get into that maul and their feet get lifted from the ground, the play breaks down, correct?
Yeah, that's true. Once he's got no chance hitting the ball down.
I had 1 year of rugby. I know a couple of little things. One thing I do know is don't get on the bottom of a ruck. I got warned about that, and never ever again.
Well,
That's
I
what
used to
happened
be
to
quite a smart bloke till I played rugby. Just scramble my brains sometimes.
Look, again, over the years, Mick, the amount of people have said the difference between the two games, and I've always said from day one, in rugby league, when you hit the ground, the tackle's over, and when you hit the ground in rugby union, the fun's only just begun, Glenn.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, he knocked on the halfback.
That Tech's making a bit of a break. If he gets away, Mick, he's got a bit of space, it looks like.
Looks like you got
He
a bit
might
of
do some
toe.
damage.
I'm just looking here. We've still got the score. The numbers wrong because I just said that Richard Clegg's actually wearing 13, not 12. So I'm going to assume that Barty's probably wearing 12. I'm just trying to see if there's actually a 12 out there.
Yeah, Richard's 13, definitely. Yeah, 12 will be on the other wing. The way this is going, that should be 14.
Yeah, that's Jeremy York.
If you are watching the TV there and you've seen number 25, he's built like a little solid house, isn't he, young Jeremy York?
And we're down to another scrum, and here again, Tamworth they're getting the advantage in the scrum with some good push. We're going to have a clearing kick here from the Albies. It's not much communication there. Good taken by Tiku. Good run back. Good solid contact there. We break down there. He was trying to do a little bit of foxing there, and he got caught out. Here we go. We've got a little break and play number 11. What a fantastic first try by... Well, we're going to call him Barty because there's no 11 out there. So we've got no 11 on our scorecard, so we're going to go, that's Barty for now. If somebody wants to come and correct us, please do. But I think he shaped to kick and then didn't kick and was just a good old Fijian left foot step.
That's right, a little in the way. And
Look, let's be honest. I don't think the coach for St Albies is going to be too happy with that last line of defence.
No, that's right. He was a bit flimsy.
Do I win my bet?
No.
Why
no.
not? I said once we got down here that they'd probably score because of all the pressures being down here, and you said so.
And again, we're not betting.
I'm taking it. I'm taking. Well, it's a can of Coke.
All right, so here we are at the moment. That's the first points for the Maggies.
And again, I mentioned it a little bit earlier that the Magpies are winning the battle in the scrum, and I think you've seen there that the Albies got pushed and it didn't quite get the clearing kick that he was after because of that added pressure in the scrum.
That's right. They won the ball, but they were going backwards the whole time, so they were unstable, and the platform wasn't there.
Conversion is successful. Okay, heading back to the halfway. We'll kick off again now. We've got 20 minutes to go in the first half. We're coming to you live from the Magpies nest. Is that the way it goes, Glenn?
It's the nest, yes. We've even had some magpies flying around and walking on the ground.
So we're 20 minutes into the first half. And we have the Magpies leading 7 points to 3 over the Albies. Hopefully the game will settle down and we get a little bit more flowing rugby union. Lockie Ennis takes the first hit here off the kick-off. Lays it back to a box kick that didn't... Oh, nearly paid off for Tamworth.
Charged down there, but it went back to the Magpies, but it's been knocked on, and it's a...
It'll be an Albies feed.
Albies feed, yes.
Tex Lagamiri knocked on the recovery. They're set to the right. The Albies, nice deep back line. Good width between the first and second receiver. Might see the 12 Hagen size for the Albies.
Just
I
as
dare say
number,
take a crash ball
21
here.
on the bench trying to get up as well, so we'll to learn who he is as well, Mick. So there's some phantom players out there at the moment. We'll get that down pat. All right, ball's about to go in, Glenn.
Yes, and Again, they've been pushed off it by the Magpies. It's gone around. It's gone around through 90 degrees, so we're going to have to reset the scrum.
Yeah, it's. I think if I'm the Albies coach, we don't have his name, so I'll apologise. If I'm the Albies coach, I'm talking about my scrummaging at half time. That we're losing the battle at every scrum, and that needs to be fixed for my.
That's for sure.
Like the old golden rule of you're never negative. You've got to look at the positives. At the end of the day, I still one of these teams are going to settle down well first. Even though Maggies have got the first try, they lead 7 points to 3 a game. We've got 18 minutes to go in this first half. But I don't think either coach is going to be happy the way play is actually ebb and flowing at the moment, Glenn.
No, well, it's a bit hard to say. First game of the season, so it's can expect a bit of rustiness and discontinuity between the players, but we'll see how it goes. We've got number 7 sitting down, having a no, he's just waiting to get into the scrum.
The game hasn't had a chance to settle in, as you keep saying, Ray. Like, there hasn't been too many pick and drives. There hasn't been too many phases for the the forwards to lay a platform for the backs to actually have a genuine crack at each other. Hopefully, again, the Albies are again camped in the Magpies half. And again, Tamworth have won the battle again.
Well, I said earlier in the commentary, Nick Whip, the little number 9 for St Albies, he seems to be the spark within the team.
He probably just needed to let that go. I think he took the advantage away from the backs because it gives the Tamworth side a chance to push up. But again, the Albies lost that battle in the scrum, which give the Tamworth guys some time.
Yeah. But again, they get possession, then Blair Patterson put the ball down, so it's Magpies back in attack.
That young fella that just had to hit up there, young Mitch Watts, he's only a kid. I think he's 17 or 18 years of age, trains at the gym. Trains like an absolute powerhouse and an extremely strong
inside pass and no away.
On a treadmill there a bit for a Cleggy, but they're into the Albies half again through Tex. He takes it down. We're going to get to Barty. Well, he had Yorkie on the Jeremy York on the inside. I'm fairly sure that is Barty. Number 11 is Barty. We'll find out for you all in a minute. Tamworth are now setting out
5 metres out from the try line, and it's Maggie's ball here. What will they do with it?
I think we'll get some width and it'll end up at Nemo. There we go. Good legs tackle got down, and we're going to go wide again. Richard Clegg will probably go in here. Oh, he rang the wrong hole, I feel. I think he should have stayed on that outside. And he probably goes in untouched. But again, Tamworth applying pressure, probably 2 metres from the Albies line. They'll just pick and drive through here, I think, Glenn.
Yeah, the forwards will take it from here. Just keep those backs out of it. Yeah, penalty advantage to the Maggies.
It's going to be a long advantage because he's had that arm for a while.
Over.
Nemo, as you were just saying, a pick and drive from Nemo. Right beside the upright.
Well, it had to come. They had possession from up
it was,
here.
It was a good inside ball.
But again, it came from a mistake on halfway. Blair Patterson, only the second pass off after the scrum. And ball went down, and basically they've worked their way 50 yards down 50 metres down the track then, and just pushed away, a couple of pick and drives, and then finally Nemo bust over for the second try.
Yeah, they're using this blind side to good effect there with Richard Clegg, I think, doing some good work for the Maggies and keeping the ball alive.
Yeah, I think it was Livio. We'll go with Liv. Liv got a nice ball back inside to Richard Clegg.
Right.
Richard's obviously getting a little bit older because I've seen plenty of times in the past where he would run away and score those tries, but it might be a heavy track. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt.
It's the left-hand side of the attack for the Magpies where most of the work's happening, Glenn.
That's correct, yes. They had most success. He's lining up the kick at goal now, right in front of the sticks. And he's got it.
I think just on what you're saying, Ray, I think it's Nick Whip, the number 9.
That's in the little 9. Yeah, I think at the end of the day, he's certainly trying to rally them through.
He's their best player at the moment, and that's just purely on energy. And I think if the Albies sort of come off his energy and went with him, they might. But again, at the moment, for me, they've lost every scrum. Tamworth have pushed them off every scrum.
Oh, he's tapped it. Oh, well played.
That was young Mitch Watts did the cleaning up there and ended up on the deck. We've got we're going to have a clearing kick here. Oh!
the crowd went silly.
Jock Patterson there, the fly half of the St Albies. the try line open in front of him, he
Now-
knocked it on.
Just with the rules of rugby union, that's not a penalty for knocking the ball down because he actually went for an intercept. You can't knock the ball down. Just for you people out there that might be listening
Thank you.
and watching that don't know the rules, there's a difference between knocking it down and going for an genuine.
The intentional knockdown, isn't it?
That's correct, yes, yes. Very fine line, though, to draw when in the heat of the battle. There's some Magpies putting the ball in almost on their 22.
That's a lot better scrum from the Albies.
Yes.
They matched Maggie's and good hands.
Oh, he's lost it.
We'll go with Barty. I think that was Barty.
Oh, good tackle, lined him out.
That was Bitu. Bitu come, good solid tackle there from Bitu on the wing.
Poor old Sam Brandon. got branded.
He's not getting up real quick there, Sam. He's got a bit of a limp there. He's getting back to the line now. Albies have got the ball again about 22 metres out from the Tamworth line. Again, they need to convert points,
He's
pressure
going
to
for the up
points.
and under. Oh, he
Oh,
got
good
it.
take, and he's won it. And he's won it.
But he's lost it. His mates weren't there to support
Yeah.
him. And
Good clean-up work by Jeremy York. The temptation would have been to stand there and wait, but it was a good catch by the winger for the Albies, number 11, John Menzies.
and a clearing kick, yes, but it's not going to find the distance. Oh, he knocked it on. And the crowd goes
Well,
wild.
It was a great kick from Richard Clegg.
Well, I think he kicked it, and the referee's playing some advantage here.
A penalty to the Magpies. Not rolling away.
What essentially was a poor kick turned into a good kick, because I think you're probably looking to go in a touch from there, aren't you,
Exactly,
Glenn?
yes,
So,
yes. It's sort of.
so it turned out to be a lot better than what Tamworth were probably expecting.
I think a little bit of body language at the moment. I think this is the stage of the game with 11 minutes to go. Magpies possibly have the chance to get on top here now, where St Albies look a little bit flustered again from that kick. They've dropped the ball 3 or 4 times now in succession, and on the same basis, Magpies look like they're regrouping.
That's correct. They've definitely got the upper hand and stronger in their good defence, which turns into attack. And they've won the line out. Gets off to the flank, a good jigging run there.
By Jimmy Bracken, the captain for the Magpies. We come back down to the short side through Tex. We've got another ruck. Short ball here to Mitch. Oh! We probably needed to let that go to young Mitch Watts there.
Well,
I think it's unintentional.
If you've seen that on TV, at the end of the day, I think Livioni has simply gone forward. The player has actually gone down just around the thighs, but there was, I'm not saying he jumped, but he just simply went slid over. I don't think any damage has been done. He's up and ready to go, but I think at the end of the day, Glenn probably deserving a penalty.
Oh yes, definitely a penalty. The ref's got no option but to give a penalty, but it's not worth a card or anything. But
No, look, it's totally unintentional, and I still think if Tex had actually give the ball to Mitch Watts, he might have found a little bit of ground. So, no, I think that's a good call.
yes.
What do we do here, Glenn? Do we go for the points? We carry on the attack.
They've called for a scrum, Tamworth, so they're going for the jugular.
Over.
I think if Tamworth go in for another try here, it might turn out to be a long afternoon for the Albies, which is a shame because they've got some blokes trying extremely hard. We've seen a scrum here not long ago where they actually competed, which was nice.
Probably got the upper hand in that one.
It's the old story, Glenn. It's just ball control, isn't it?
That's it, for sure, mate. You've got to hang on to the pill.
It's a nice deep back line for the Tamworth Magpies. We've got Tex. He's about to feed the ball. Good solid contact. Again, Tamworth have winning the battle in the scrum. And here we go. Yeah, probably should have stayed with his first offload again. Oh, Richard Clegg turns the ball over.
We've said in the young Nick Whip, the 9 for St Albies, doing a lot of organising, but on the same basis, Malachi Bitu, it's Livonia Tuku for the Magpies, doing a lot, but their execution at the moment, timing was a little bit off there, but he seems to be the linchpin in the backline Mick at the moment, just getting things organised.
Yeah, I think
that's the number 10, Livonia.
They probably missed a couple of opportunities with their simple draw and pass. They're probably going a little bit digging too far into the line for me. I think again, if I'm Berkey, I'm probably saying give the ball a bit earlier.
Yes.
'Cause there's dead set an opportunity there to put through the hands, and I think young Malachi Bidu probably scores in the corner if that goes through the hands.
Don't let it go earlier. That's correct, Mick. Anyway, St Albans about to put the ball in, and
It's,
just about 20 metres out from their try line. Again, they've been pushed off the ball. Albies have got the scrum, got the ball.
I think Albies are still trying to clear out. So we're going to.
We picked it up on the half volley.
He's put out on the. Not a bad kick. What's Bitcher going to do with it here?
Oh,
He's kept it in. He's done well. Oh no, he's put his foot on the try line, on the sideline.
We've had a change as well too. We've got
I think Bitcher
number
did
23
good there
Tim
too.
Bart coming off, and we've got Harry Mills going on in 16.
Yeah, Bitcher actually did good to keep the ball in there, and I think when Tiku went to pick it up, actually put his foot on the sideline. So that'll give Albies the line out.
the throw in, yes. Will they go long? Yes, it's a long one. No, that's not straight.
I mean, I'm not a rugby union expert, but we haven't seen a good line out yet. There hasn't been one that's actually gone to plan, Glenn. It's
That's right. They've just been tipping it and missing it.
Looks like the local legend's gone. Harry Mills is 16. He's just gone on. And number 23, Tim Vivart, has come from the field. 7:50 to go in the first half. It's the Tamworth Magpies playing St Albies. We're coming to you live from the Nest in Tamworth, home of the Magpies.
Yes, and the Magpies are on top at this stage of the game, Ray. Looks like we might have a bit of a shower of rain. There's umbrellas going up.
It's nice to be sitting up in the big stand here at the Magpies Nest. Nice
Well
pick
picked
up
up
there.
on the
Richard
half
Clegg's
volley.
now got the ball. He goes
And
to.
yes, he's the
We're going to have a try. Will he try and outrun him?
pass it.
Well, there was the combination. That was the Bears of Richard Clegg out to Jeremy York. Showed a bit of pace.
Yeah, look, it just hit a nice hole, Jeremy. It was a good ball from Richard, but we're just talking about it, guys, about how far to dig into the line. And Richard's probably just gone far enough. And again, Jeremy hit a nice hole, and he probably could have passed to his winger, but backed himself, and he now gets a pat on the back from the boys.
That's right. He's put the Magpies further in front.
I don't want to start harping, Glenn, but we'll work on this now. We're actually 6.5 minutes out from half time. The score at the moment is starting to run away. We'll say that. Just starting to get very positive at the moment. But the Magpies certainly are getting their act together and playing some good footy. How do you go with St Albies now? We're coming up to half time. How do they root? Do they actually pray for that storm that we're looking at coming across and play some wet weather football? Or how do you, from your experience, how do you go into the sheds with St Albies at half time and get the back?
Tackle their man and make sure they get him on the ground and have a chance of winning the ball in the ruck. But at the moment, they're not doing that. They're not putting their man down.
So we got Tex Lagamiri lining up for another conversion, which will, if he does get it, it'll push it out to 21 points to 3.
Lining up the
probably
kick.
about 5 minutes to go.
Off to the left, so that's a no-no from Tex. He's had a solid game.
Yeah, Tex has been good. I mean, I don't think there's really been a bad performer for the Magpies, but in saying that, there hasn't been a bad performer for the Albies either. Again, that little halfback, the little half number 9, Nick Witt's been the pick of their players, and I know I've said it, and I'll harp on a little bit about it. If the players had his energy, they might be a bit more in the contest. But we have Lockie Ennis, Mick Ennis. We've got Lockie Ennis takes the kick off. Here's Nemo. He goes down the short side. Bit of a pick and roll. We've got Lockie Ennis is down on the ground holding. He said the referee might call a halt the play here maybe. No, he's come good, and we've got not really a box kick that one, but a good catch by the fullback, Ben Grant. The Albies need to get some numbers back there. We've got ourselves into a ruck. Hopefully that's correct. Yes. And now we've got a pick and drive. This will be phase number 2 for the Albies. And they've got a penalty. I'm not sure what that's for. He's got time out here. He's calling somebody out. I'll leave that with our rugby union expert here, Mr. Glenn A.
I think he's got them for diving over the ball. Yes, that's the signal. Leaving their feet.
All right, put you in the box seat now, Glenn. We're 4.5 minutes
You haven't
out.
let him out of the box
No,
seat
mate,
yet.
we're trying to get this go forward. 4.5 minutes out. You're coaching the Albies. Here's your chance. What are you going to do?
Score tries, mate. Score. And a lot of them.
And a lot of them, okay.
Oh, yeah, look, I think if the Albies can get a try before half time and go in, you know, at 19-10, it won't be too bad a result for them.
Happy with that.
But again, yeah, there's been a lot of times they've spent a lot of time into the Magpies half, and they haven't turned it into points. So the big number one, Sam.
Well, here's their chance.
Spanton.
They're on the attack now. They're about 35 metres out.
That's better rugby. They've settled down a little bit, and it's
Keeping the
just
ball moving.
good pick up by. Oh, good ball,
yes,
Jeremy
it's
York got
winning
caught
away.
out there.
They've got 3 in defence.
Needs to stay in.
and
He's
one limit to
they've
touch.
been gone in a touch.
Well done.
Good defence, but also a nice little spark of attack from St Albies.
Yeah, that was very fluent.
Well, they showed a little bit there. They got to the edge. Jeremy went in for the big hit by Lugov and got caught. Young John Menzies here on the wing had a little bit of work to do, but they made some yards, and they're now in a position they can put some pressure on the Tamworth guys. There'll be I'd imagine there's probably going to be another clearing kick coming here from
As if they win it cleanly.
from
They have a
Tiku.
chance.
I'd
They're
say.
always jumping without.
Well, Mitch
and
Watts.
The Albies are taller than them, but they've won the. Oh, he's been knocked on.
Yeah, he's playing advantage here to Tamworth, but I thought Mitch Watts got a hand in that line out and knocked it forward.
Well, I've got to say that
we come back
that
here.
whole
It's a
play
good
from the line out through, Mick, the number 2 for Maggies in Lockie Ennis. The hooker was solid right throughout. Then he attacked the ball when they lost the line out. He put pressure on the little fly half. They've regrouped the ball now. It's turned around. They've got a penalty. They're in control of the game again.
Yes, penalty for offside, and the Maggies have gained about 30 metres, or about 9 metres from halfway in their side of the field.
Now, Mick, you know that I'm a bit of a culture vulture, and Glenn, you'll notice the number 12 for St Albies, Hagen size. You'll notice he's got the mullet. The mullet is back.
Why'd I ever get rid of mine?
I'm
Not in straight, so
I'm just wondering if Hagen is related to Connor size. It's from around here. They went to young Connor went to Farah here and whatnot. I think he's from up that way. So just looking at him, he could be a relation of some sort.
Did he have a mullet as well?
I think Tamworth got done for not a straight throw at the line out then.
that's right.
So again, Albies are camped here in the Tamworth half again. So it's good deep back line. Tamworth are very short in the fence, Ray. They're nice and tight.
Well, 1.5 to go. Haven't you really used the kick either, have they, Glenn?
Not really. There's been a few little kicks, but not to great effect. Minute 35 to half time. That running down the clock.
Well, yeah, the referee's not happy with the 2 props on this side. He just brought himself from the open side to the blind side, and I think he sensed there might be a little bit of unfriendliness with the two props on the blind side. Props, do you call them?
There's always unfriendliness between props.
Now the other 2 will kick up.
Yes, that's our chance. Good push from the Magpies. They've followed him, and he's still on his feet. He's over.
It's a very, very ugly ruck here, but again, Tamworth pushed the Albies off the ball, and we've got some breakdown here. We've got a couple of Albies guys stuck on the ground.
Yes. Who's got it? Oh.
We've got a knock on there.
But really, that typifies, again, trying not to be negative. That typifies the play for St Albies in
the
the
referees
in the
just
first
called
half.
half time.
It's consistency. It's not their timing. Their timing's not there. Their passes, that might be, train of thought might be good, but they're not putting it into practice. Their timing's been very poor.
The referee's obviously keeping his own time because the clock's ticking away, and he said, "Boys, I've had enough. Go to the shed and sort yourself out."
All right, let's regroup while we take a bit of a break in a moment. But Glenn, the first half.
Oh, it's been exciting rugby with the Maggies on top for sure, scoring those 3 tries, and the St Albies team have trying hard, but just their handling is letting them down a bit, and their tackling as well is not as punishing as your Magpies here this afternoon.
Right, Mick, your summary?
Oh, look, if I'm the Albies coach, again, I apologise that we don't have his name. Just
Oh, mate.
5 minutes there before half time, we seen where they young what's his name, young John Menzies caught him short here, but they went through a couple of phases of play where they put a bit of work on the ball and they settled their play down. So if I'm getting to the boys, I'm saying, boys, if we can string a few more of those plays together, we can get ourselves back into the game. And look, it took them probably 35 minutes to get to that. If they come out the second half and continue that, they'll probably turn it into a game. But
So tell me this, we get into half time now, and Glenn as well. We're with St Albies, they're going to need some solid defence to actually bring this bit of a momentum push from the Magpies to a bit of a halt. But on the same basis, they've then got to turn around and score points.
That's right. They haven't got the cohesion that the Magpies have had, and the clean ball because they've been going backwards in the scrums. So they need to bring it together and trust each other and to get stuck in.
just looking at the Albies huddle at the moment, they've separated into two groups. You've got looks like the forwards and the backs, and that's
Do that a lot, mate.
yeah,
People
look,
are over Gunnedah,
it's
do that
just
a lot.
what I was going to say is that the backs coach seems to be a little bit more animated than the forwards coach. So,
All right, score at the half time. Here is 19 points to 3, and it's the Tamworth Magpies leading St Albies. We are coming to you live from the nest, the Magpies nest here in Tamworth, and this is courtesy of Folmac TV. And a big call to Matt Foley, who put this together. If you'd like to get your sport televised or need anything at all from Foley TV, Matt's number's 0407 456 901. We'll take a short break and come back shortly.
Yeah, I never did much good at that game. It's Albies here again, 10 metres into the Tamworth side. That's finally got a line out right.
Yes, it's the second in a row actually. Blanker
Well,
has been tackled well.
Angus Roberts was a good run by Angus and a good tackle as well. But
Moving it out, the defences there and nailed him again.
oh, a good solid tackle there by Livy.
They're going for the clearing kick again. That was been their coach's instructions at half time. Play
It's,
the game down in the opposition's half.
It looks like Jack.
Oh, he's fumbled it. Better grab it now, mate.
Oh, good tackle.
Yeah, the
Is
ref's
he-
pulling it up. No, yes.
Oh, I thought he was going to play on there for a little bit.
I think you're right there, Glenn. At the end of the day, one of the changes they probably had to make was to try and play it down the other end of the field. With the kicks, there's always a chance because we've seen through that first half as well. There were quite a few mistakes. It's paid off there. What can they do with it now?
Well, they'll probably do another cross kick, I would say, for their winger coming through.
I'll apologise to Jock Patterson too. I called that the John Menzies actually put a kick into the corner. It was Jock Patterson. Not a bad little kicking game from Jock Patterson. There's 2 kicks now that he's drilled into the corner and making Tamworth come from deep in their own half. Yes. And the Albies now are going to have a scrum inside the Tamworth 20, inside the 22 metres. So it'll be interesting to see what they can do here with the ball, with a real good opportunity.
Pushes on again, but they go in the blind side.
So they're going to try and stay standing up here and get themselves into a maul and barge over. Here we go. We've got a little bit of... That's our man, John Menzies, has come in from the wing for a hit-up.
Oh, it's a long ball. It's going to be... Oh, he's dropped it on, but put him out. Went for the intercept. Didn't come off.
I'm not sure what he's putting his hands up for. He's knocked on.
Yep.
I think he was saying, sir, it's not a penalty.
No.
It's,
No, he hit it up, so it was...
the Albies have come out with a totally different attitude, different game set this half, and certainly throwing a lot more at the Magpies.
Well,
And again,
the ball the whole second half.
yeah, well, again, they're still in the Tamworth half, and they've, I know I said it in the first half. They've got to turn this pressure into points, and at the moment, they haven't done that.
That's correct. They might do it here though.
I think Jock Patterson has been heavily involved this second half. He's had 2 good kicks that have made Tamworth come deep, and he's just gone for the long cut-out pass. Now, if it gets over the winger's hands there, they score. So it looks like they're going to play a bit more of an expansive game, the Albies.
Oh.
I think
Very scrappy.
Sam Brandon, I think it might have been, didn't get the memo on which hole to hit. Then Jock had put him into a hole, or created a hole, but didn't hit the right one. Another pick and drive here, phase number 2 for the Albies. Number 2, there's Seb Martin was caught on the ground.
Charging ahead.
Phase number 4, Albies are slowly grinding their way down, getting their back set. We've got, they're going to have another pick and drive here, phase number 5. We're going to have another pick and drive here. I'd say big number 5 will pick up and have a run.
Yes.
There we go, gets himself in and takes on Nemo, good solid tackle. They get and win the penalty here for a high tackle from Nemo. That's a lot better rugby from Albie, Glenn.
Yeah, it certainly is. Concerted effort, although it was scrappy there for a while, but they recovered. And those pick and drives, as I said, Mick, they gained some meterage. And then
I think
got the penalty.
they went through 6 phases before they got the penalty, so they're sort of just grinding themselves into the game. I said,
This is
Jock Patterson at the moment, putting him in the game with his long kicks, deep into the corner.
well. This is where they need to be in this position now. They've got a line out. What are we? Probably 8 metres out.
Yes, about that, and there's a throw in, so odds are they'll win it, and they might go for a rolling ball to score.
I like the look of their number 10, Jock Patterson, so it'll be interesting to see what he does here with the ball.
Yes,
He's
it's
got
the
a-
rolling balls. Unstoppable, really, but they've got the ball and a penalty accruing to St Albies.
Another pick and drive, phase number 2. Here comes the cavalry. We'll have another pick and drive, another halfback in there. Little Mr. Nick Whip.
Another penalty holding in.
They're grinding. They've grinded themselves back into the game, haven't they? The referee's called time here. We've got a bit of push and shove.
It's the last thing you do against Magpies.
The boys are getting a little bit
just
restless.
sensing a little bit of frustration, Glenn, from the St Albies because they've gone. You would have thought of rolling more then, but the backs weren't even in position then. Should the ball have actually gone wider?
I think the referee's had enough here too, Ray. I know he's only calling out the Tamworth captain. I thought he called out both captains, and it just seems to be a bit of a tactic at the moment that Tamworth are giving away penalties when the Albies get those few pick and drives and those phases going.
He's got him for not rolling away in that maul, killing the ball.
But is that part of the process of frustrating the other team, Glenn?
Oh well, sometimes you can't afford it. You get stuck in there. But, they're going for the line out again. So.
All right, now you're our rugby expert, mate. Put your head forward here. What are we now? We're about 8 metres out. What are they going to do now? They need some points.
Well, they'll stick with the rolling maul, I think, here. They've got the upper hand. See, they've won it. And they've passed it to one of their flankers.
They're about 2 metres out here.
Now they're picking and driving.
Now you could pick and drive for 2 days, couldn't you? Just go pick.
Yeah. He's going out of the backs. The inside
Hagen's
come back
size.
in, but they've brought him down.
Jock Patterson's telling them to go the short side, so he wants to set up a nice open. He's telling his troops here to go short side. There we go. He's gonna. I think you'll probably find he's going to try and get the ball out to the number 14, I'd imagine.
But again, with the size of the Magpies players, the last thing you want to do is go down that blind, Glenn. They're going to take you over the sideline.
Well, I think they've got them covered everywhere.
Oh.
So
The idea was right, but
yeah.
the idea, you could see what they were trying to do, but the execution was cool.
Bit of a forward there, though. That's holding up, though. But
again, just a little bit of execution. Jock Patterson set his forwards up nicely, set the backs up. The ball got to where they wanted, but they just broke down at the last bit. Then Jeremy York found some open paddock.
Magpies back line.
Well, I can see the number 15 for St Albies, Ben Grant. He's holding his right shoulder down at the moment. It looks like it's absolutely useless, so he's in a bit of pain as well. We'll see how he goes in this tackle. I'll tell you what, tough as.
Oh! Found a bit of open paddock. Jeremy York, he's down now. We've got ourselves into a ruck again. Oh, the big fella needed to catch that, and he probably goes for a gallop.
Oh!
There he goes, little Tibby. Texel scoring under the post from pretty much out of nothing.
Yeah.
But
I just say that Albies gave it all and come up short and then turned the ball over, and the Magpies have scored under the post.
We're roughly 10 minutes in, and the Albies have probably been the dominant side of the second half and put some good rugby together.
That's right, Mick.
Yeah.
They have, but they've come apart at the seams there, and the pressure's told on them.
It sort
Well,
of
let's
broke
look
down.
forward. We've said it's round 1. We've got seven rounds to go. We've got a final series coming up September 25. I think is the best, September 26. But taking out of this first game, we've still got 30 minutes to go in the second half. Magpies seem to be getting on a bit of a roll now, getting some structure about their game. But on the other hand, is it the fact that the Magpies are getting that structure together that's limiting the ability for St Albies to get back in the game?
Oh yeah, you can only play as well as your opposition allows you, and that's the case here. The Magpies are dominant, particularly in that scrums, and better handling, and they've just converted that. So it's 26 points to 3 now in favour of the Tamworth Magpies.
I just think the Albies aren't making the best use of the ball when they got it. Jack Patterson. There we see, there was a distinctive game plan to push the ball deep into the corners. He was calling his troops. He was telling them where he wanted them. Then when they pushed to the edge where they created the overlap, they just broke down, and then Tamworth scored 2 or 3 phases later. So they went from scoring a try to giving one up.
On the attack again. Actually, the two halves have been solid. Nemo making another big run as well.
The game looks like it's gone up a notch here, just in pace a little bit. Little flick past to number 15, which is Vanazisi Tiku. Nemo having another hit. He'll come off in a minute. He'll be exhausted. Nice little play.
Run around and a good offload.
Good hands there by the big man to pick up on the run too. It's not easy to bend down like that to pick up. Not sure who the 14 is, Ray. Have you got his name for the Magpies? 24. He's come on at number 9. Richard Clegg puts a nice little dip.
Through and a toe on.
Oh, good pick up.
24 is Rob Steers up.
Rob Steers up.
There was a variation there from the Magpies, putting the little stab kick through and then towing it on, but Albies covered it up and now got the ball in the ruck.
Jack Patterson will come up with a clearing kick that didn't get real cleared. Tamworth will come to the right. Needed to let that go, son.
Oh, bad luck.
You know what, as we look at this, the score currently is 26-3. We keep saying that at the moment Magpies are dominant, Glenn.
Yes.
But at the end of the day, Peter Burke, the coach of the Magpies, has got a lot to work on as well going into round 2.
Oh, that's for sure. There's signs of cohesion, but they need to tighten it up, and but that'll come with match practice, as long as injuries don't play too big a part as well. So
it's been one blessing. Touch wood. Mick, your head. Let's go. No injuries today, which is good.
Oh, I was just sorry. I was sort of zoned out there for a minute. I just seen Nemo talking with Levy and the winger that dropped the ball, and it was an animated conversation between the three. And I think I don't know if he was upset with the
See, that's to me. Just watching the game, you can see it on the telly too as well, Glenn. Even in this preparation stage now for the scrum, we've got the Magpies. All the backs were outside in communication. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? There was very little communication at all on St Albies. They basically look like they're taking that opportunity to have a bit of a rest.
yeah, that's right. And they've gone to their kicking game again, clearing kick. But it'll be right on the 22 in the Maggies side. But the Magpies have got the throw in. So.
He's a very good striker of the ball, young Jock Patterson. Again, he didn't put a lot on that, but he got it exactly where he wanted it to go, and that seems to be their game plan this half, is let's play deep and make Tamworth come from their own half, deep in their own half.
So you just mentioned Jock too, and Glenn, the 10 for St Albies. He really hasn't had a lot of clean ball to actually get his back line moving at all. A lot of times it's broken around at the back of the ruck, back of the maul.
That's true. It's been very scrappy when they do win the scrums, and they won a couple of line-outs clean, but yes, they're going to this kicking game, long kicking game. Good grief. Yeah.
Old mate was up that high, nearly had a nosebleed then. He was up there for a while. But I think Tamworth won their line-out, and now we're going to put the ball through the hands. And again, little Jeremy York, good tackle there. Richard Clegg's now being tackled, and we've had a steal by the Albies. Oh, what's he called here? Talk us through this one, Glenn. I thought that was a fair play.
No, there was a little knock-on in there, so
no advantage.
Early on. That'll be a Maggie's feed.
Well, while they're setting up, I've got to say, we're here at Magpies home. We are at the Nest. Under the COVID-19 restrictions, been handled exceptionally well. Congratulations to the Magpies. Great facilities here for all the crowd. They can enjoy. Everyone is seated, doing the right thing, the right protocols. Makes it a very enjoyable day, Glenn.
That's for sure. It's a good afternoon outing for the fans, and they're being thrilled with a good spectacle here, particularly from the Magpies, the home team.
Okay, we got Tamworth feeding the ball inside their own 22. Albies have actually won a scrum there, Glenn. They pushed Tamworth back on that scrum and got the advantage. A little bit of a loose ball, but he's coming back into the middle. Referee gets in the way. Watch out. And I think that's going to be Barty. I'll stick with Barty. And Tom Lee now takes the ball to ground, and we've got a penalty to the Albies.
Another
Not
penalty. The other
releasing,
change.
is that the call?
Not releasing yet.
The other change to Lockie Ellsworthy just went on in number 20.
Look, the score's
good
20.
numbers, actually, Mick. Good numbers to the turnaround of players today has been quite good. No injuries. We mentioned that earlier, which is good. Been solid. Been some solid hits as well, Glenn.
That's true, yes. There's been some savage tackles.
The score's only 26-3. I mean, if Albies get on here and convert, makes it 26-10 with 20 minutes to go, it's not many points to pull back if you go up in 7 at a time.
That's right. It's winnable for both teams, but Magpies are definitely the dominant team.
We're at that stage of the game now, boys, where from a St Albies point of view, the score is 26-3. It's a matter of not try anything, but at the end of the day, you've got to take a few risks to try and get back in the game.
That's right. It's catch-up football. Oh.
But
Didn't see that train coming.
Albies lost their throw in there. That was forward. It's been let go by touching. Oh, Nick Watts takes an intercept. I don't know if it was an intercept when it's passed straight to you.
I love the fact that even in this game you've got one referee on the field and you've got 455 off the field. So,
Hagen Size has come in. He's not happy with something that Levitti did. And I think that might be Vardy.
Someone's not happy.
We've got a few people unhappy about some stuff. We'll see what the referee makes out of all this. Young Mitch Watts is on the bottom of all that.
Yeah, the linesman's come on to
It's going to be yard.
report.
Yep. You can watch this on the telly, make your own view as to...
Not sure what all went on in there, but at the end of the day, the boys are patting each other on the back. The captain, Jimmy Bracken's been called out with his halves partner, Lavini Tikihiku. Something's happened in there because I think he gave away the penalty and then it sort of erupted from there. So the referee's laying the law down here. Let him know he's not happy with whatever happened in there. I didn't see anything, but
Well, I saw from here. I think at the end of the day, he's probably only about 3 seconds away from throwing a punch.
no, he's getting a yellow card out.
There we go.
So that's
The
shoulder.
Yeah.
So
I think he's quite lucky, you know. At the end of the day, I think that punch was in the making, and had that been thrown, there were going to be worse repercussions.
he's
But at the end of
calling
the
out
day,
the,
probably a little
the
bit of
Albies.
frustration from both sides. Now referee is talking to the other player. I think that's a potential mullet there as well, Mick. I think he might be.
Yeah, I think that's their captain, mate.
I think he's being reprimanded for the mullet, to be quite honest. It's nothing to do with the play. It's the
That's
mullet.
a bit harsh. But
The mullet has been brought into question. So look,
yeah, I think you're right. I think both.
Get to the barbers in.
I think you're right. I think both.
all right, we're in, Jess. So look, it's been a great game. The penalty goes towards St Albies.
You're probably right. Both sides are getting a little bit frustrated now. It hasn't been a bad game of rugby. He's got a good kick, this Jock Patterson. He's put Albies nice and deep into the Tamworth. Like I was saying, it hasn't been a free-flowing game. It's been a very stop-start, and that's, again, game number one. You
All right,
probably
now you
expect
see
that.
the language now, Glenn. We've got the number 10 we just mentioned in Jock Patterson. He's organising his troops now. Let's see what's ahead now. They've got the ball. out to
Albies
Jock.
opted for a short line out then.
Well, so they've got to make use of it. And
Good-
they are,
good
though.
run there.
Good bustling run.
We're going to have a bit of a pick and drive here. Mr. Whip gets it out to Jack Patterson. Jock Patterson. Oh, I'm not sure he needed the kick.
Through, but it's gone out.
A little bit. I think Hagen there got a little bit excited.
Yeah, he had a three-man overlap and could have passed the ball, but he's opted for that kick, but it's gone into touch.
That was a numbers game then too, Glenn. They didn't really match up in attack. The numbers would tend to be a little bit huddled.
That's
Here we go again.
Oh, nice jump there.
Line out just seems to be the way to go.
Yeah, it's hard not to throw it in straight at the front, isn't it?
That's right.
It's Tamworth now have got a rolling maul. And we're probably going to have a bit of a clearing kick here from... no, we've got a penalty.
Penalty for back. Tell me this, Glenn, so our listeners can and our TV viewers can get to know a little bit more about Glen A. Rose. Who was your favourite rugby team at the moment? Who are you following?
Oh, northern suburbs at the moment, and the old Waratahs, but not doing so well. But
There's one ball up for the grab. It's over the fence and gone.
Yeah, I'll go that way on
It'll
the
be
way
a
home
collector's item on the way home, yeah.
to see a few rugby balls at rugby league training tomorrow.
All right, we're at the 20-minute mark. 20 to go.
And we're right on the 22 with the Magpies to throw in. It's one again at the front with number 6.
And, Tamworth then going in there rolling. Well, we've only had one try in the second half, so it's been a much more evenly contested game. You know, Albies with the long kicking game of Jock Patterson has made Tamworth come from deep. And just as I say that, they make a clean break off them all. And what a great run. Good hands to the 24, Ray. You have his name?
Rob Stitcher. Yeah, number 20, Sam Buster's about to go on as well. Or he's on there on the wing now. Sam is. Just say, Mick, they've got good numbers. Their replacement been coming through. Good numbers for Magpies.
That's correct. It's good to see that if they've got the support of the community.
It's Numo with a step. I tell you what, he is.
Richard Clegg comes in there to clean out.
Here, Mick.
We give away the penalty. Nemo decided he wanted to keep that ball. You haven't done enough to get men of the match to take it home, Neems. You've got to give it back, buddy.
He forgets he's playing union. He's got to release the ball.
And I don't think I've seen too many guys kick a ball as sweet as this young fella here, Jock Patterson.
I tell you what, Numo
he'll
is
drive
twice the man he is than when I first met him. But he's got the skills. Okay, it's been a big kick, but
just as
hasn't
I
gone
do
out.
that doesn't put in a touch. The commentator's curse.
Yeah. Oh,
There's a little bit of fire in Hagen's eyes, the mullet man. That might be his name for the rest of it, the mullet man. A little bit of fire in his belly. He's quite aggressive in that tackle. Here we go again. We've got a push in the back. Another push in the back. A lot of pushing and shoving, boys.
So you're leading the game 26-3. You don't need that aggression. The game's in the bag virtually, and yet the aggression is coming from the Magpies team.
I was just saying,
I can't comprehend that.
Hagen's size did nothing wrong there. It was just a good solid tackle, a little bit, showed some aggression, and the Tamworth boys got up and weren't real happy with what went on. But again, you're leading 26 points to 3. You just turn and have a bit of a giggle and say, boys, look at the scoreboard.
Well, mate, Berkey might bring out the shepherd's hook, because there's been a couple of guys that have been consistent in both those little incidents then with a bit of aggression. Not warranted at the end of the day. It's been a great game of rugby. Berkey might have the shepherd's hook out and just pull them off the field. Someone's still having a bit of a chat.
We got his call time here. I'm not sure what's. I think the referee's just reminding a few of the boys out there that he's in control of the game and let him do it. Jock Patterson will put this nice and deep, probably about 10 metres out. About 15, probably about 15, about 10 metres from the Tamworth line. So can the Albies turn this pressure into points? They've been in the Tamworth half a lot of this game. They're just, and they only come away with 3 points. So if I'm Berge, I'm happy with my defence. If I'm the Albies coach, I'm a little bit disappointed what I've thrown in attack.
Good defence from the Maggies there. Knocking out that potential attack from the Albies. Now they're passing it one out to the forwards.
Nah, fair play. I like the look of young Nick Whipp and Jock Patterson. The energy of young Nick, I think if the boys got on the back of him, would be good. And Jock's a great organiser for the Albies. So you can see here again, he's pushing his troops around. He's telling Nick where he wants the forwards to go. He's a good conductor, young Jock Patterson. It'll be interesting to see what he comes up at the back of this face. So he's pushing blokes around again. Tamworth defences at the moment is unbreakable though.
It's very good defence. Oh, he's beaten.
That's their captain in Jack Todd Hunter.
We've got two guys with mullets. The Albies now are going to probably try and pick and drive a bit more. Here we go, another one. It's phase number 4, I think it is. But they've still got the one-man advantage, so they probably need to, again, Glenn, they probably just need to pick and drive for a little bit longer.
That's all they need to do, but they're throwing it out now to this left-hand side. But they haven't got the overlap that they thought they'd have.
This is, again, looking out towards the back line. Whilst they're actually securing the ball, Glenn, the back line's not getting in a position to take any advantage of any play.
Penalty there. Again, I think the Albies missed a the Albies missed an opportunity with just a simple draw and pass. You know, they got to the edge, they got to the outside of the defenders, and I think a simple draw and pass, and they probably score again. So they've got the penalty here, and again, still camped deep into the Tamworth half. They're obviously going to have to run to the ball.
16 to go. Righto, Glenn, take us through this. We're 16 minutes to go. We've got the opportunity to hopefully get some points.
Well, we surely score here for the Albies. Lined out. Big.
That's a great run. That's put them into a good position. Look at the numbers left. Jock's come from the open to the left, to the right.
Cut out pass, but they've messed it up. The Maggies are in position.
It's just wrong options. They had players there. They could have gone 2 or 3 more plays before they go wide, but again, they pushed the ball out. Wasn't a good pass. The ball went to ground. They lose possession.
I was just going to say, Ray, sorry, I think that some of their options have been great. It's just been the execution and the end part of it. Again, Jock come from one side around the other, created the numbers, and just a poor pass when they had an opportunity to score. But somehow they've kept the ball.
Okay. See. It's the little things that let you down.
Yeah.
Be good to see how the Magpies scramble now from that set place.
Yes, with their one man down, they've got to hang on to this ball, but they've knocked it.
Okay. Not sure how Albies have come up with the ball there, but I'm not sure of the offside rules in rugby union. But
Pretty much exactly the same.
Once again,
yeah, well, I thought that Albies player was offside myself, but anyway, we'll go with it. The
once
Albies
again,
have got the ball.
Jock Patterson going to take control, slow the play down. Now set his backs up. Maybe a couple of rucks.
Every time that the Albies have picked and drived, I hope that's the right way to put it. They've looked very, very good, and I think they probably need to stay at that game just a little bit longer, drag a few more numbers in, and then go to the edge.
Well, there's the story of your game there, Glenn. They've got possession of the ball, but they don't have players in position to take advantage of that.
A golden opportunity has gone missing because of poor handling. But got a penalty coming through the ruck. And the ball's out.
Crowd's gone off.
Crowd's not happy with Mr. Goulet.
14 minutes to go. Score is 26-3. Magpies leading St Albies.
There's only been the one try in the second half, and that was a little bit of luck, let's say.
And I think possession-wise, has certainly been in favour of St Albies in their second half, Glenn.
Been scrappy possession. They've got the line out in the corner once again for about the 4th time in a row, and the 14-man Magpies have held them out every time. So.
Big Billy Berry, I think Perrigan, I think I pronounced it the right way. Big Billy, he's been good for the Albies, having on those pick and drives. We got a little bit of ball movement. We come back. Here we go. Here's a dead set opportunity here. Can we set something up here? Good run, good contact. And Tamworth have somehow come up with the ball, have they? No, another pick and drive here. This will be phase number 3. Still driving. Number 7 there for the Angus Roberts.
Now that's a rugby name.
And this we're talking about. Might find another yellow card coming here.
Yeah, but did he blow on the whistle? What was it?
Yeah, he'd blown the whistle. The whistle was blown for because he was playing advantage. He's having a long conversation. He's not happy, the referee.
Another card.
Got a card out.
And I think at the end of the day, Glenn, as far as the rugby code of conduct's concerned, it's a good, tough game. You don't need those things.
That's right, but I'm not too sure what it was. Right?
That was the push.
Yeah. Oh, look, I think the referee had blown the whistle, and he went on and made a tackle or did what he did. So I think that's because he's played advantage, and then it broke down, and then he blew the whistle.
That's not a mullet, but it's just as bad. So we get to an early mark and first shot of the showers.
Oh no, he still comes back. They're only.
He got 2 minutes when he gets back.
They're only 5 minutes. Is it 5 or 10?
Yeah.
Yellow card.
Is our man back on? I think he is.
Yeah, he's just so they traded one, sub one on, sub one off. So it'll be interesting to see if he
Here we have got
how he
possession now.
goes.
But have they won the ruck? Yes. they've
Yes,
got
here
the
we go.
ball.
We had to good hit from Mr. Roberts. Not sure what that number is, but he's a replacement that's come on. I'll pick and drive here a little bit again. Another penalty. He's playing on. You go Hagen size. Good run
Taking
from
the quick
Hagen.
and have
he's
lost
come
the
up
ball.
with-
No
he's come
advantage.
back, no
Go back.
advantage.
This must be frustrating for all concerned. Certainly the referee Ian Goulet is getting a little bit frustrated as well. But I can't see at this stage as to why the Magpies would be. They're actually totally in control of the game. You think there'd be a little bit of consistency now just moving forward.
Well, that was just hands in the ruck. He probably thought he had a fair chance of winning it, and the
Well-
refs pinged him for.
Now the touch judge has come in, so I'd say somebody from the crowd has told the touch judge that he's not doing a very good job.
Well, what's... There's another card. Is he going to his pocket?
No, he's. I don't know if they're talking about. It's,
If you're watching
Maybe
this on TV, you see
Tikiaku.
exactly what we have seen.
something to do with. No, I don't know what all that was about. We can't really tell, but we're going to
Scrum.
go a scrum.
All right, let's get back to some solid footy.
Yeah,
We've got
not sure
11
what
minutes
that was
to
all
go.
about.
And
I don't know if it was about
hopefully some
numbers.
bright footy. Score at the moment is 26-3. It's Tamworth Magpies leading St Albies. Our commentating team directly from the we'll say directly out of Sydney quite a few years ago, but now living in the bush. Glenn A. Rose and Mick Smoodle, the Fox, is here as well. And I'm Ray McCoy. Righto, Glenn, what do we got?
We've got a scrum, 10 metres out with St Albies to feed, and they're already walking off the scrum, but they've held stern
Oh.
this time.
There you go. They're going to.
The lock's been claimed.
They're on the deck.
Here we go. We're going to have a little Nicky Whip's trying to get the ball out. Now he's got it out to 15, out to Hagen size. Good run, good contact, in a touch. Again, just
Difference from the Magpies. They've
Tex Lagamiri. I think got good contact there, and was probably the major reason that Hagen size was pushed in a touch.
yeah.
But again, another opportunity missed. Execution. They've got into a good field position and haven't turned pressure to points.
Yeah, particularly with an extra man up, they should have made advantage of it.
We mentioned earlier this is round 1 of 7 rounds. Then we'll go into the final series, with the big one being on September 26th. Again, having not seen the other teams in the other games this week, we mentioned earlier Barbarians to take on Walker will be a cracker game. Rob College against the Blues, and Glen Innes to play Coffs Harbour. It'll be interesting to see where the teams stand at the end of this first round.
That would be interesting, Ray, to find out the likelihood of who will have the upper hand, who will make the finals. But
Don't stop talking. This is live TV.
Mate, they don't want to hear us talk. They just want to watch the action on Folmac TV.
well, that was throw in was not straight, so Albies have got the feed into this scrum.
Glenn, their coach would be a little bit happier in this second half. We've only had minimal points scored. Defence has been a little bit better as well. And they've actually had some ball for attack.
And that's right, and it's all been in this part, but they're finishing and they've gone over.
No, great.
No,
Yes, he's got there.
yes.
And,
Guess who
and
scored?
To
That
be
is the
fair,
mullet.
to be fair, there's probably no player more deserving of a try than Hagen size.
He's
I
had a
feel
good
like
game.
He's been very, very good the second half. First half he was probably a touch quiet, but second half he's been monstrous for him. I think him and Jock Patterson have been the best two in the second half.
Yep.
And he's deserved that try. He's been great.
So let's go the other way, Glenn. It's been a very tight game, certainly in this second half. We said at half time that the Magpies were certainly on a roll and they were moving forward. Albies had to do something. They certainly tightened up their defence. They've had more ball. They're now scoring some points from there. You're Peter Burke. You've got the players that are training on Tuesday night for the Magpies. What do you got to work on?
Well, work on continuing on with where they left off in the first half. But to give Albies the credit, as you say, they've been doing it, playing a lot tighter, playing it down into the Maggies' corners. But discipline has been a problem for the Magpies.
Good deed. Look, it's one try each in the second half, so it's been a great game of footy. Jock Patterson's kicking game, I think, has played majorly into Albies where they're sitting now, and I think, like you touched on it, the discipline of the Magpies in the second half has been noticeably poor, and I don't want to sound too harsh.
But you know why? I think at the end of the day, we talked, Glenn, about the St Albies have come back with a bit of pressure, and maybe at that half-time break, the Magpies thought this is going to be nice and easy. When they came out in the second half and suddenly found they had a game on their hands, that's where the frustration may have stuck in.
I think so. They've probably taken it a bit easy, thought they'd run away with it, but they haven't had that opportunity. But they're going well at the moment. They've got the ascendancy.
It looks like here that Tamworth have just kicked up a gear after conceding that try. They've come out with a little bit more energy.
Well, if you're watching the TV, I haven't had to turn my head to the right for quite a way. So we've now got Magpies up in the attacking zone.
It's the first time they've had the ball, really, particularly in attacking. Hanging on again, that good forager there from the Albies.
Forager.
Getting that ball, holding it down. And they're going quickly to gain theirs.
He's got a good hose.
Out on the full, the cardinal mistake.
Oh.
Yes, it is. That's a kick and a half. That is the play of the day. All right, we go back to the same adage. We are now six
Albies crowd.
minutes to go.
The Albies crowd are letting the poor young fella know that
They
he
let
just
him know.
dropped the ball.
We've got 6 minutes to go. They're on the attack.
Yes,
Oh, look,
they
if
need to spread it wide, I think, where they've got that extra over.
If
overlap.
Albies go in again here, it's going to be a very interesting last 5-10 minutes. We're into that 6
the
minutes.
line out to the 5-8. Can they crack the Magpies' defence? They've got numbers out and they've passed it inside.
Oh,
And he's been out.
nice, good solid tackle over the top by the Tamworth 5, number 10, Lavini Tiki. And here we go again with the Albies, just going to pick and drive for a little bit more. Nick Whip comes out, offloads to the big number 3. Albies have got themselves, again, just grinded back into this game. It's been a good game of rugby for the second half. Here we go, Jock Patterson again, just marshalling the trips, pushing them around, telling him where he needs them to go. Nick Whip's getting them to go where they need.
Looks like Harry Mills getting ready to go back on.
Well taken.
Good catch. He probably wanted a touch more depth on that one, but
I think Jack might have actually hurt himself in that.
just explain to us about the mark. If
it's in your 22 and you take it cleanly and you put your heel down, you call out mark, well then you get a kick to kick it out on the full.
I saw Jack Todhunter, who made the tackle, went in very, very hard indeed, but came out of that a little bit rusty. You can see him out here in the back line, and sure he got a bit nice solid whack in the chest then. Okay, it's Magpies on attack.
Great clearing kick.
Taking play down to just into the Albies half.
Probably 48 metres from the Albies try line.
Yep.
We've got the winger on this edge here, number 21, I think his number is. Have you got his name there?
He's limping a bit.
He's got a bit of a limp, the young fella.
His name's Old Mate.
Oh.
There goes
Yeah,
the corner kick again.
old mate didn't get the memo about chasing the kick.
Okay, 3.5 minutes to go.
They're subbing him now, so
we're getting towards the end of the game, and we'd certainly like to thank you sitting at home watching this, wherever you may be, in fact, on Folmac TV. You can join us again next week as well, either on Folmac TV on YouTube, or you can go directly to the Tamworth Magpies Facebook page. We look forward to bringing you all the games in the series right up to the finals, and enjoy some great Central North, some New England rugby.
You're making sure that you'll get your pie and your can of Coke at the end of this amount of times you mentioned.
I've had the can of Coke, mate.
Here goes, a little bit of room here to move. The ball's gone wide.
So just confirming as far as the the TV coverage, Mick. We're doing all the home games directly from the nest, so it may be a couple of weeks or so, but we'll certainly keep you up to date with what's happening with the Magpies.
Yeah, beautiful. Albies are, again, pressuring the line. They've definitely had the better of the second half. Nick Whip, Jock Patterson.
Here we go. There's got to be a chance. No. He said, I want to go and beat 22 players inside.
And run at one of the biggest men in the paddy. Here we go. We'll have Nick Whip then going to control the ruck again. Laid him out.
Now that is a good tackle, but you've now got to take care of the player and make sure he's okay. From where I sat, Mick, nothing wrong with the hit, just a nice solid.
I thought it was a good solid tackle.
He was actually falling down, but again, with any injury like that and having been still a trainer, you need to make sure that the player is okay.
It was
again,
if he passed that 2 seconds earlier.
But I'm sure he's saying to the trainer at the moment, I cannot believe I've actually walked onto the train track.
It was look. I thought it was a good solid tackle, but
that's young Nick Whip, and he's got to have a bit of a rest now. But he's a cracker of a day.
Look, if he hasn't been their best, he's been very close to it. He's not happy about coming.
He's just checking with the referee to see where he is. But you've got to give him a big round of applause, because really he's along with
did the referee
with
show
Jock
a blue
Patterson.
card then? Is that a?
I'm colourblind, mate. I don't know what.
I thought. I don't know.
He just said good game.
I thought he showed a blue
Poor
card.
old Nick, he's having trouble working out.
Yeah.
Yeah, head knock.
Yeah, okay. I thought
That's
he
the
showed
blue
a
card.
I'm all over this.
Well, I tell you what, he's had a cracker of a game indeed, Nick.
Yeah, look, I said, I think he's been fantastic for the Albies. He's been they're energised. Jock Patterson's been a different player the second half, along with Hagen Size. But again, the big number 5, Billy Perrigan's been very good as well on the pick and drive. So they've had some good performers in the second half.
I'm not sure why Albies have got the feed here, but they've got it. So there's probably their last chance to put some more points on the board.
Oh, I think Tamworth knocked down an accidental knockdown on that tackle, because when he tackled him and he passed, he knocked it down at the same time. So Jock Patterson, we'll see what Jock's got here.
Well, I'll tell you one player that's going to want to get a copy of the game, and that's Nick Whip, because I'm pretty sure he's not going to remember much of the game.
Oh, clean out. See, here's Jock again, just pushing the trips around.
1:32 to go. The score is 26-10, and we've got Magpies leading St Albies.
There goes Big Billy, another pick and drive from Big Billy. Not sure who the no-number man is. There's some good contact there.
And they've got the ball, the Magpies.
Nice clean out from the big man. I'm not sure who that is. That's the replacement 16, Ray. Have you got his name? It was a nice clean out from him. He got a good solid tackle and then cleaned out. Richard Clegg gets tackled. And he's put him on the outside. Here we go.
Good pass. Will the number 11 get to him? No,
He got great
Now
cover
that's
defence.
Oh,
Great work.
exciting run there.
Great work from John Menzies.
So just walk through that, Mick. A great attacking raid by the Magpies. Some good cover defence from the St Albies. And
There was a couple of guys that could have dead set give up, but they didn't. John Menzies come from this side wing, chased down. Mate, come back in. I'm
all
not
right,
sure
we're
who
in the
made
last
the cover
30
tackle.
seconds, and we'll wrap up in just a moment. But the final score, I'm sure, at this stage will be 26-10. Tamworth Magpies having a home game win over the St Albies. Again, as we summarise now, first of all, Glenn, thanks for coming along. But the game itself, how do you see it?
Oh, it was very enjoyable, very exciting, particularly that last run. We thought the Magpies were going to stream away down the wing there, but the defence was up to the task and brought him down, and they've won the penalty here, and now the line out in their favour for Albies, which they win.
It's one try each the second half, so if you're the Albies,
All
you
right,
come away very happy that they fix up things that did in the first half, and they're well and truly in the game.
Glenn, from either coach's point of view, what do you take out of this for both teams?
A lot of positives. It's first game, as you said, and good defence from the Magpies, but they need to fix up their discipline. And the St Albies,
A couple of big fens there.
yeah.
And as you know, we're now waiting for the ball to go dead. Nick, what do you take out of the game?
Oh, again, it's Oh, that'll break down there. That'll be the game over. Look, it's game number one. I'd come as both coaches. I'd be happy.
Look in the camera, boys, and just nod so they can see how you. There we go. This is the crew. It's all good.
If I'm Tamworth, I'm happy with the first half, not the second half. If I'm the Albies, I'm happy with the second half, not the first. I think.
Yeah.
All right.
I know it's an old cliche. It was a game of two halves.
There
The
we go. That's the
Albies
game.
probably need to.
Yeah.
They didn't turn pressure into points, and they spent a lot of time in Tamworth half.
Yeah.
But I mean, if I'm John Burke, Peter Burke,
Peter Burke,
sorry,
yep.
John Burke, he's a gardener.
Burke's backyard.
If I'm Peter Burke, I'm a little bit disappointed with the discipline in the second half.
Um,
And again, if I'm the Albies coach, just execution that they created enough opportunities, but just didn't put points
But I
on the
think
board.
we mentioned the idea of that discipline. At the end of the day, it was a game of two halves to the point where Magpies certainly were on top at half time. I've got to give credit to St Albies. They came back in that second half, had a lot of ball, but they also put a lot of pressure on the game, and I think that's where the frustration snuck in, and Berkey will sure be working on that.
Well, with that big lead at half time, they probably thought they would run away with it, and when that didn't happen, the frustration probably came to the fore, and they finally ran out winners though. So it's
All right, we better wrap this up, mate. Thanks for coming in. Look forward to you being a star for the remainder of the week, and we'll see you back here next time we hit the nest.
Thank you, Ray. Thanks for inviting me.
And young Michael Smeedle, good to see you over this side of the barrier, Fox.
Yeah, it was enjoyable to do again. Hopefully, we do a few more games. We'll get to know the names a bit better. And
Well,
it'll
we'll be
a little
doing
bit
all
easier.
the home games, and again, as we move forward, the big one, Glenn, is on September 26th, the final. So you never know; it might even be a home game here for the Magpies back then. A big thank you to everyone involved with the Tamworth Magpies. Facilities absolutely superb. To the crowd, the COVID-19 protocols have all been adhered to, and to Matt Foley and the team from Folmac TV. Thank you so much for providing this opportunity for everyone. And again, if you do need to get in contact with Matt, it's 0407 456 901, and they can do everything from videos to live stream, and they can do your sporting event, the world of fun. Have a great day, guys, and thank you for visiting us here at New England Rugby.
Thanks, Ray. I'll give you a hug, but I'm not allowed to.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, Mick. Well done. Well done.
Geez, that was a decent hit, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, taxi. Yeah, he's off now, mate. All good.